Today I'm going to be sharing with you 5 different categories of products that sell really well if you're looking to dropship onto eBay this year. Hey, what's up everyone? Paul here from dropshippingtitans.com, where I teach regular people just like you how to start your first successful dropshipping store. Now, I believe anyone can make money with eBay dropshipping, but most people don't get started with it because they either feel very overwhelmed by the whole process or they just simply don't know what items to sell. So that's why in this video, I want to introduce you guys to 5 different niches, 5 different subcategories of items that I have found do really, really well on eBay, whether you're more advanced or if you're a complete beginner as well. A lot of times the name of the game is, okay, let's just prove out this system. I want you to prove to yourself that eBay dropshipping can work for you. And the best way to do that is just to get some sales as quickly as possible. So these categories of items I'm going to show you, I have found that they do really, really well. And it's a way to quickly flip some items so that you can get the ball rolling, prove out the system, and then scale it up from there. Now, there are a lot of products that you can dropship out there, whether you're doing retail or wholesale dropshipping, but it's almost too overwhelming how many different choices there are. So I want to help you narrow it down and show you these top 5 categories that I found do really, really well on eBay. So let's get right into it. Now, the first category I want to show you here is furniture. I have found that furniture sells exceptionally well on eBay when you're dropshipping. And one of the really cool things about it is that it doesn't really have an inherent set value. So 2 people could look at a table and put a very different value on that table. Some people, it might not be worth that much. To other people, it might be worth a lot more because there's not really a good indication for what that price should be. A lot of electronics out there, they'll have a set price. They all have model numbers, so it's very easy to look up and understand how much this television should cost. But furniture, it doesn't really have that. So that's why you can dropship a lot of furniture onto eBay and even more expensive furniture and have a nice healthy margin markup in there and do really, really well. So here on eBay, I found some products that were dropshipped successfully already, some furniture here. So this one sold for $279 right here. This one sold for $250, this one $30. All of these are being dropshipped. This one for $119. And you see some of this furniture is not cheap at all. So I would really make sure that you have some furniture listed in your eBay store if you're doing dropshipping. Start out with some of the cheaper stuff, like some of these bookcases maybe, and maybe some of this like small desk right here, and then you can move up to something like these dressers or these bigger bookcases or these TV stands, because there's a lot of margin to be made there, and I definitely would not sleep on furniture. Speaking of furniture, I have a little bit of a bonus niche for you right now. This is not one of my 5, but this one is patio furniture. So kind of like a subcategory of furniture itself. Obviously, this isn't going to sell all year long, but in the spring and summer, wow, patio furniture sells really, really well. So I would make sure that you are listing up a lot of these when spring starts to hit. You will see them sell like crazy, and people are willing to spend a lot of money on them. So everything from couches like this to even these Adirondack chairs. I've never actually sold some of these hanging chairs, but I've always seen those around, thought they were pretty cool. But yeah, more of like these set furniture pieces, because that's the thing. We can sell sets here, sets of couches and tables, and people want everything to match. So they're willing to buy a whole set, which costs a lot of money. So you see sets like this right here. So definitely jump on these when springtime hits. Now, the second category I want to talk about is one of my original favorite categories for eBay dropshipping, and that's tools. Tools is really what jump-started my entire eBay dropshipping success. I was dropshipping a lot from Home Depot onto eBay. So logically, I had a lot of tools and things related to tools. And they still do well today, especially if you can find a good wholesale supplier for them. So these things like this, again, all of these have sold already, but you have like these toolboxes. These do really, really well on eBay. We also have obviously any sort of power tools or these sets. Now, a lot of times a single screwdriver or a single hammer is not going to be that much money, but if you sell these sets, the price here is $50. So that's a lot more than just a single one of these. So look for sets like this, and also power tools as well. Just be careful you're not falling into the Vero program, the eBay's verified rights owner program. Those are just brands that you're really not allowed to sell on eBay. So make sure you're avoiding those brands, but otherwise there is a ton of money to be made in tools, especially once you start to get to the level of power tools, which are obviously more expensive. more expensive means higher margin means more profit for you. So power tools and all things related to tools are one of my favorite categories ever to dropship onto eBay. Similarly, my third favorite category is anything related to gardening. Now, obviously this is going to be something that's more seasonal as well, springtime and summer and maybe a little bit fall. But during that time, I find that gardening equipment, gardening tools, they do really well. So I like to sell these sets just like this person did. I mean, they're still selling right now. I'm recording this in February, but they'll sell really well later in the year. So any sets like this that have a whole bunch, because again, just like with tools, a single hammer, or in this case, a single spade's not gonna sell that well or for that much money, but a whole set of them like this, you can make some much better profit there. So sets like this, and also think about things like mulch, bags of mulch, different flower beds or flower pots. All of these do really well. I'm not sure why people tend to buy a lot of them on eBay, but every spring and every summer, this is a big money maker. Next up, the fourth category I want to talk about are exercise equipment or anything related to exercise. Lately, especially in the past couple of years with more people working out at home, we've just seen this category absolutely explode. But even before that, we saw this as a very popular category here on eBay. Now, there are some products that are difficult to drop ship in terms of exercise equipment. So anything extremely heavy, a lot of times it will be hard to get free or reasonable shipping on those items, but there's plenty of exercise equipment that is easy to drop ship. So I have drop shipped a lot of these resistance bands. They are medium kind of price, it's usually in the $20 range. So there's a little bit of money to be made there in margins, but they usually sell a lot of them, which kind of, you're making it up for it in volume. So those do really well. Here's like an exercise platform. Here's these ab wheels. I've sold stuff just like this before. And then you get into the more expensive stuff like the actual equipment. I wouldn't drop ship this stuff at first because it is more expensive, and I tell new sellers to drop ship cheaper stuff in the beginning, but you can definitely level up to this level at some point. I've sold a lot of those workout benches, do really well, and even small equipment like this as well. And you'll see these kind of explode in popularity usually around January as people set New Year's resolutions, but they will also sell all year long. Now, you may have noticed that a lot of the categories that we talked about are kind of subcategories of the larger home and garden category. And that's the fifth category I want to talk about. It's kind of a catch-all, which is home and garden. It is a huge category, but without a doubt, in my opinion, it's the best-selling one for dropshippers on eBay. Now, in addition to the subcategories that we've already talked about, you should also look at stuff within home and garden like home decor. This can be a little bit tricky, but if you find some good home decor, it can do really well on eBay. Now, it's not like I can say, oh, look at clocks, look at posters, look at mirrors, because usually what I find is that I will find just kind of one hidden gem in there and it will just explode and sell a lot. So I've had a mirror like that, I've had some prints like that, but then other prints that look just like it don't do as well. So do your product research. It is critically important that you don't just pick random items out of the categories that I'm telling you about. Actually do product research. Actually look and see what is selling well on eBay within these categories, and then those are the items you can sell yourselves. I'm just trying to lead you in a good direction right here. So definitely look at home decor. Also, bedding does exceptionally well as lighting. Anything related to lamps or ceiling fans, hint, those are really good products to be drop shipping. Like I said, I believe anyone can be successful with eBay drop shipping if they just put in the time, learn the system, learn how it works, learn how to do product research, and then just apply it and go for it. Don't feel held back by how overwhelming it is. Don't feel like it's going to be difficult for you to find the right products. Just find a formula that works for finding products and go for it. So if you do want to learn the exact process for eBay dropshipping, I have a course that teaches exactly how to do it. I'll have it linked up down below. Otherwise, if you still want some more free content, I have a video right here that teaches exactly how to do product research. So make sure to click on that video and I'll see you there in just a few seconds.